Hi YouTube, it's your girl Jessica from A Big Girl's Life. Hey girl, hey guy, what's up man? So I just came to tell you guys about what I did this weekend. I went and got my colon cleanse. Don't that look so much like clear? No, not really, but listen. So updated stats, I am currently 212. Highest weight recorded was like 289, which is probably like 295, 300. Ooh, I was pushing 300. I was big, but I am 3 months post-op. It is a journey. It's been a little difficult recently. I've had a loss for taste of foods. Protein shakes are not really working with me. I'm not really getting a lot of nutrition in. So I'm just pretty much trying to stay as hydrated as possible. This is regular water with one of those little shake 'em up packets in there. That's the only way I'm really getting in water these days, is by adding that sugar-free flavoring. I have all types, like the Gatorade ones, the Crush, any one that's sugar-free pretty much I add to my drink. And this one is grape. And so I just been like pretty much chugging it as much as possible since I'm not really eating too much. Other than that, things are going well. The kids are fine. We're still, quarantined out. I don't know when I'm going back to work. Probably next week. Probably week after next. Who knows? But things are going back to what they call normal, which, don't trust it. But other than that, I went and got my colon cleanse. So I've always wanted to do this before I had surgery. Like way before I had surgery, I really want to do this. But I could never find anyone to go with me. And so one of my homegirls, she doesn't live here anymore. I asked her, she was like, I ain't going to do that. Everybody who I tried to get to do this with me, chicken out. Just like with the vaginal steaming. People just don't want to do holistic natural approaches. But that's my dream job. One day I'm going to be a holistic, provider. I'm trying. I'm back in school. I started school last week. So I'm trying. One day I'll get there. I can just play with plants and, my little seedlings back there. We're doing different experiments with Christian and I. We're trying to see the fastest way to grow plants, and this way is the fastest. Maybe we should do a video on that. But anyway, I'm trying to get my whole, holistic thing going. So one of my other sister and brother, might as well call them, they told me they went the weekend before last and got their colon cleanse. And of course the sister, she loved it. My brother, he wasn't too keen with it, but she was like, oh my God, I went and got my colon cleanse and I had stuff come out of me like the size of a rat. And I'm like, oh, that's so freaking cool. I want to do this so bad. So I do live in Anchorage, Alaska. There is a place in Wasilla, which is an hour drive away, really 30 minutes, but an hour drive away. If it's snowing, an hour and a half, but it's not snowing and the roads are clear. It's beautiful, sunny day. So I got there in about 30 minutes. I got to the place. I made sure I knew I was going, so all week long I made sure I drank a lot of fluids, because I know what colon cleansing is. It's going to take everything out. Since I did have the gastric sleeve surgery in January, I was like, you know what? I'm probably about to waste my time, because pretty much if I eat anything that my body does not agree with, within a couple hours, it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you, that type of situation, So I pretty much figured out that it really ain't much in there, But TMI, the last couple of weeks, I've been so gassy. I think that's because I finally got a man, and whenever he come over here, I feel like I'd be so gassy and I'd be trying to hide in the bathroom and fart and stuff. But he about to meet the real me real soon. I'm about to start just farting. I'm gonna fart freely, and it has been stink too, y'all. It's been really, really stink. It ain't been just regular gas. It's been the kind of gas where you let the covers down and let that die down in there, and then you gotta air it out. It's been those type of situations, So I figured, yeah, let me try it out anyway. Make sure I can get some of this gas out, and clear everything out, right? And so I get to the place. It's a holistic place, and they're running behind. So of course, I'm sitting there. They had a massage chair, so I'm sitting in a massage chair, and I saw a little bucket for I forgot what it's called, aqua chi. Aqua chi or aqua cha, whatever you want to call it, but aqua chi. And so I asked, what was that for? And she said, oh, this rids your body of a whole bunch of toxin. You just put your foot in a little soaking tub, and that's what we do. So me, I'm stimulated. So I was like, all right, girl, let me try that. So I got my feet in this little basin, and they put a little it's like a regular old foot basin, and they put like this little thing in there, and then you start, it like goes zzz, and then next thing you know, you start seeing like smoke, not like smoke like I'm smoking or like a fire, but just like a little like white stuff coming, like smoke, you know, small smoke. And then she comes back and she's like, that's all the yeast that's in your body. You see all this white smoke. Oh shit, I bit my cheek, y'all. I know y'all seen that. That's the problem with having big cheeks. My bad. Anyway, so she like, oh, you see all this is the yeast that's coming out of your body. Like, you're gonna start feeling like a little zing started happening in different parts of your body. And sure enough, I felt a couple zings in my feet, which my feet been ugly for decades. So I wasn't surprised that, you know, they had a little zinging going on. She's like, wherever you feel the zinging, that's your body where the toxins are coming out. So as I'm doing this, I'm Googling, like, you know, the effectiveness of it. And I saw like the research show that it's not really that effective. So I was like, okay, let me just keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying? Try it out anyway. And then every couple of like minutes, she'll come back. You do it for 45 minutes. And she's like, oh my goodness, do you see this little orange here? I didn't see no orange, but I was like, yeah, I see it. She was like, that's from your joints. That's pulling from your joints. As soon as she said that, my knee and my shoulder start hurting. So everybody who know me like personally know that one of these years in Alaska, I fell and tore my AC in the shoulder, and it set me back for a long time. That is why I'm now a clinic nurse. I did a lot of rehab, a lot of, you know, natural remedies. Actually, black seed oil, BLACK seed oil, is what actually helped me after surgeries and rehab, and a whole year and a half later. And so after she said that, my shoulder hurts, my knee hurt. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, maybe she's telling the truth. My back started hurting. I'm like, God, dog, now I've been going to the chiropractor about this, and now look at this mess here. And then all of a sudden the machine broke and it stopped working. I had like 3 minutes to go, so I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, stress the issue. But I get done with that, and then we go into the room for the colon cleanse. So the room is pretty clean. They only have one room per person. Like, you could go in the room. It's like a sauna in there. They got like a sauna station, a colon cleansing station, and then like a big lounge chair area. So like if you a husband and wife or friends, or, you know, if you want somebody else to sit in there with you, they can. It's a nice comfy, you know, sofa in there, well, couch, like a recliner couch in there. And so like she's telling me all the instructions, and I'm just looking like, what the hell am I doing? So I do have pictures, so I will insert the picture here. Pause, because you know I'm new at this, so I gotta give myself a little time to insert the picture here of the setup. By the way, like the video, people, share the video, subscribe. Like, it don't hurt you to hit that button, hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you had to get your colon cleansed. I had to do it and tell you about it. So like, share, subscribe. So anyway, I get there, you know, she's telling me what to do. And then just like what people who work in healthcare, like, you kind of get used to what you do a lot. So like, I've been working in women's services for forever. So if I see a vagina, it's not going to freak me out. I'm going to be like, it's a vagina. So I'm guessing this lady has done this for so long that she's very comfortable talking about it. She tells me what to do. It's just basically a Yankauer suction, if you know what that is. If you don't, Google it. It's a really small suction, and it's like inside, it's like a laying down toilet, right? And so I was like trying to pull and see, was the tube gonna come out a little longer, or did I have to like scooch my butt to, you know, the bottom? But you have to scoot your butt to like this little opening, right? And then you like, they give you gloves and they give you lubrication. I'm like, this is a little Yankauer. Like, whoever claims to, people be like, oh my God, like, that's not the first thing that went to a lot of people's butt. Like, let's be real. Like, I've seen people in the ERs for gerbils in their booty. So let's not pretend like this little Yankauer suction is about to really do some damage. And you only put like just the tip in. You put just the tip of the Yankauer in your butt. And then she comes back in, like, you cover yourself up. She comes back in and she's talking about all these instructions, and she starts the water. And, you know, she makes sure it's warm first. She flushed out the line, and it's like a little tube. Insert another picture. Pause for the cause. Picture should be there or somewhere, wherever. She like cuts on the water. It's like a little tube where you can see everything that's coming out of you. So automatically she starts the thing. You're supposed to kind of hold your, you know, sphincter, and the longer you can hold your sphincter, the more higher up the water can go. So people are like, oh my God, you have gastric sleeve. Why are you doing this? It does not reach your stomach. Okay. It's impossible. Like, you have a lot of colon, like, it's different parts. It's stomach, small intestines, large intestines. It's really mainly cleaning out the large intestines. you have a lot of that. Like, it can wrap around. You have a lot of that stuffed up in that body, so it's not gonna reach my stomach, okay? And she told me it was fine. You give them this little thing. She like starts the process up. It doesn't take long before you feeling the pressure. I'm like, what do I do? Do it just like come out by itself? And she's like, no, you have to like bear it. You know, like you poop, you just poop. And so she's like still talking to me, and I'm like I need to release, and she's just talking. So I just had to let it go. Like, and she's still talking. So I'm just like, don't you see I'm pooping here? Like, you're pooping. You pooping laying down. It's like, if it wasn't like water flushing up through my whole body cramping, I probably would like, I wouldn't mind having a laying down toilet, because it's like your butt is right there. There's no way, it's not like splashing on you or anything. It's like into this little tub, and like, yeah, so it's going in there, and she's like, yeah, the longer you can let it go in, if you feel like you're getting nauseated or you feel like a little crampy, that's because there's probably some blockage there. And lady, get the hell out. Get out, lady. Get out. Okay, so she finally leaves, right? So I'm like, man, this ain't that really bad. A couple little turds. We didn't even real turds. It was like a little TMI, people. If you're like, ugh, then you might as well cut it off. But it was like a little couple drops, and then that was it. So I felt like at this point, I'm looking at it like, my colon don't need to be cleansed. Like, I should have known better, because every time I eat something bad, it just whoosh, you go, you get sick. So I figured it shouldn't be much in my colon, but I just want to make sure, because I was all gassy. So I did at some point get a little nauseated. It's like a 45-minute session, and so I kept like telling myself, just hold it, let it go higher. Maybe maybe some poop somewhere higher up in the line. Child, my colon was clean, okay? It was water. It was just water coming out. And then she comes back in the room. She bring me a heating pad, made of like a rice heating pad. It was like the best part of the experience. The rest of it was, whew. They give you this big massager, and you put in your stomach and go to kind of break up the poop. But my colon was already clean, so I didn't have much to break up. So I did the massager because I paid my money, and I just feel like I want the whole experience, and I want to make sure nothing else was in there. But yeah. And then she left, and then I hit, I had like 10 minutes left, and I hit the bell, and I was like, baby, can I stop this? Like, when you have gastric surgery, any type, sleeve or bypass, you have dumping syndrome. And I got to the point where I felt like I was just dumping, and I was like, can I just stop this? My body cramping. And she was like, oh no, we only got 10 more minutes. You're doing great. Are you okay? It was tears rolling down my face. I was like, y'all. Then she's like looking at the tube, and she's like, oh yeah, you got a lot of yeast in your body. You see those little white little flakes? And I'm like, them ain't no yeast. That's probably some flakes out the tube. Like, how am I putting the tube in there clear anyway to begin with? It's probably coming from the tube. It's a whole bunch of running water just flushing out. Don't try to yeast me in my body. I don't even eat sugar. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, y'all. Like, I could do a little, hell, you can't do more detox than a damn gastric surgery. So I think I'm okay, And then she was like, hey, do you want to like come back tomorrow? Because most people come back the next day after the first one. I must have looked at her in a way, because she was like, or not. Because hell no, I ain't coming back tomorrow. I don't know if I'm ever coming back, But like, if I had didn't just undergo like gastric surgery, and I had a normal stomach and was eating normal foods, it will be something that I would do maybe monthly, until you get, that desired effect. I did weigh myself before. I was 214 prior to. I came home, I was 213. So most people lose like 5 to 6 pounds per session. But again, I had gastric surgery already, so it wasn't like that was going to really do that. Again, if I did not have gastric surgery, I would probably do it monthly. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was just like you pooping. But it was the, the cramping and everything. Like, if I feel like that normally, I get in my bed and I lay down, back and forth in my bed. But here it was, I was on a table. You can lay there with your legs up. I didn't have my knees bended to my chest. You can't roll on your side, because then you'll move the tube and it'll just be going against your colon wall, and you don't want that. Yeah, and it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Would I do it again? Probably not for a while. I mean, I gotta let like the poop actually build up before I pay another. It was $90, and then the little aqua chi was $45. So before I go do that again, I probably can order an aqua chi off of Amazon because I already seen them on there. Or better yet, I can just like put my foot in a tub of water in my house with some mouthwash. Like, go Google it, mouthwash and peroxide, and that probably would do the same thing. I mean, colon cleansing, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't have any. My colon is clean. Okay, roses really smell like poo, but not mine. Just my gas, you know. And so after the fact, she gives you a probiotic, which I was surprised I took it because it was like this big, and since the surgery I can't really take pills, but I was ready to go. So I took that pill so quick. She gave me some water, and she gave me like a mixed packet. I didn't want her stuff. I had some, sugar-free Gatorade and water in the car, and she was like, oh, that's the worst. Sugar-free products are the worst. I hear what you're saying, lady. I've gotta go. And then she was like, if you got you feel some cramping, you got like 10 minutes before you need to get to a toilet. So here it is. I'm in Wasilla. I gotta go back to Anchorage. Like, I need to be out of here. Whew. And then they had like this big old sign saying like gravity drops, I guess when people were standing up, they were like still pooping on the ground. So she was like, had a sign say I charge $300 to clean that up. So I'm like, God, please don't let me stand up and then poop finally come out. So they have you sit up on the table, which I was like, that's weird, but it's actually little stands thingies there. So you just sit up, and she said, just continue to push everything out. But keep in mind, like, she was in the room talking to me, telling me what to do, and she cut it off. And so I'm like pushing the rest of the water out. I was like, dang, it's a lot more water in there than I thought. Like, I guess it was going pretty far. So like, I pushed some out while she was talking, which is still awkward. I don't care. I'm not even shy. Like, I've never had like a vaginal delivery, but I probably will be the one delivering with my leg caught back to the back. Like, deliver me. Like, I'm not even that kind of person. It don't take much to drop my drawers. Whatever. Whatever. But anyway, my point is, I didn't want to release my poop in poopy water or clear poop. She was in the room, So she left. I set up. I released some more out, and then like they give you like a little sprayer, and you're supposed to spray your bottom. They give you soap and water, towel, so you can clean up before you even go home. You wash your hands. You clean everything up before you even leave. You don't have to. I mean, you could walk around with the stinky booty and go. But I made sure I wore some raggedy drawers when I went. And yes, drawers. I ain't want no panties. I ain't want no underwear. I wore some drawers. Okay. Because just in case, I just felt like I wasn't going to mess up, So I put my drawers back on, my pants back on, and I was ready to go. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, like I said, most people are like, oh, God, it's a tube going in your booty when they got other stuff going up in there. And it was a regular little yank car plastic little tube. It was not that big. It was smaller than my pinky, okay? And you only put like that much in there. I just couldn't figure out how in the world, like, okay, I know, like, you hold your sphincter, the water is going in, it's flushing in, like, you feel it, then you feel pressure, then you have to release. And then you just release it and it all come back around it. So I'm like, how's this coming out? When I got the tube right there in, and she was like, you're not going to push that tube out because I've only seen 3 people in 10 years push it out, and they had big issues. And I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, I'm all for holistic stuff. Get your vaginal steaming on. If you're a man, get your balls massaged every now and again. Get your prostate checked, get your colonoscopies, and get your colon cleansed. Like, what's it going to hurt? So that day of, I know something like I said, my sister who did it first, not my sister, but my sister, the first time she did it, she felt lots of energy. She felt great. Her husband, he did not. He felt like and then I felt like too. Like, I pushed it. I got home in like 30 minutes, and once my boyfriend left, like, I got in my bed naked and laid down. Like, I was not with the shenanigans. I was tired. I felt good but tired. Like, I didn't feel like I'm sick. I just felt like, whew. Like, that was a lot, mentally and physically. So I went to sleep. And then like Sunday, the day afterwards, I felt sicker then. Like, I ate like I said, I haven't had a good time eating like healthy foods. I've been craving a lot of vegetables, but then I can't really tolerate it. I get nauseated. So I've been eating like, no lie, hot fries and sugar-free cookies. 2 or 3 of each, and that's what I've been living on for the last couple of days. So I ate like a sugar-free cookie and then immediately went to the bathroom. So Sunday I felt my stomach was shaky, as we say. It was a little woo, but I didn't have no accidents. I didn't like get dehydrated. I made sure I've been drinking like hella water and stuff so that I don't get sick. I still can't tolerate a lot of foods, but since I did the little detox, I am getting more water in, just not like a lot of protein. So today I finally like made me a veggie pizza, and I ate like 2 slices of that. Not like regular slices, like the veggie, it's a cauliflower pizza, it's a square, and I ate like 2 little squares. Like, people chill. But your girl went and got her colon cleanse, and I still got some stank behind gas, so that didn't really do nothing. That was the main point. I wanted to get rid of all of that because I was sick of smelling that. It was horrible. So your girl still got gas. Hell, I got a fart right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here so I can do my own business, because they've been real loud and real stank. But like, share, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.